Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Journeyman Football Manager with Zebu Nation. I almost forgot what this was all about. But yes, it is the Journeyman Football Manager, and I almost forgot because I'm so excited. It is EFL Semifinals time, and I'm not the only one excited. The fans are excited. The management is excited. Here we are. We got a little email. Focus is on Molineux as the EFL Cup rolls into town. The Wanderers' game against Arsenal in the EFL Cup is set to be a sellout, with supporters clamoring to see their team. That's right, over 30,000 tickets are expected to be sold for the first leg. That's important. This is now no longer a single elimination tournament. We're now in the two-leg stage of things. But anyway, the clash takes place on Tuesday, and Wolves president Guang Changao added that he hoped the club would get a capacity crowd for an unforgettable match. That is correct. We are hoping for a sellout. Double what we're averaging right now. We're averaging 15,000 fans. Arsenal will be backed by about 1,400 of their own fans. Seems like they'd bring more, but maybe that's all the tickets that were available. I don't know how that works. A lot of times in American sports, there'll only be a certain number of tickets available to opposing fans. But that's usually at the college level. At the pro level, I mean, you have a certain number of season tickets, but then every other fan or every other ticket is just mostly available to the general public. So I don't really know how it works. Maybe that's just how it works. And Arsenal fans don't want to make the trip to Molineux. I have no idea. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's going to be a banner crowd, and excitement is high. The players, like I said, are very excited. We can go to our lineup here, and you can see several of them have reacted well. Pre-match Wolves versus Arsenal. Lonergan is pleased with Zebu Nation Jr.'s comments, because we said, you know what? At this stage of the tournament, anybody can win it. I know we're going out there. It's a tough match because it is the mighty, mighty Arsenal. But hey, I believe that we have a chance. So you know what? Things are looking positive around here, and everybody's excited. So let's take a look at the matchup, if you will. Arsenal currently third in the English Premier Division. Ouch. Senior squad looking mighty, mighty tough. James Rodriguez, Alexis Sanchez, Mesut Ozil. Look at that. 5-star players. I'm sure making many, many millions of dollars, valued at $56 million, making $12.5 million a year. That's a lot of money. There's a lot of money going on with these players. I mean, that's probably more than most of our players combined are making. It's certainly what they're worth. So it's going to be an uphill battle. But you know what? We've beat other Premier League teams. We beat Liverpool. We got a chance against Arsenal. I mean, I know Liverpool's a little bit of a step down, even though they were in third place when we beat them, and now Arsenal is in third place. So, you know what? Anything's possible. So we get the first game at home, and then the second game away. So we got to, hopefully keep them scoreless, but, that's probably not going to happen. But anyway, let's take a look at what we've done in the last few games. The last game we watched was the epic victory over Liverpool in the quarterfinal, and since then we've gone unbeaten. We went on a huge run. We had a couple of 5-3 victories versus Millwall and Swansea. Those were weird. Against Millwall, we went down 2-0 in like the first 10 minutes of the game, then came back 5-2, and then they scored one at the end to make it 5-3. In Swansea, we got out on them early, and then they scored a couple late, but still 5-3, a couple of shutouts in there, 1-0, 4-0 versus Watford in the FA Cup third round. And Watford is another Premier League team. We just crushed them start to finish 4-0. So, I mean, this team is firing on all cylinders, but we got some issues. We got some problems. Let's go back to our roster here. And first and foremost, we got several players on international duty. What kind of international duty are they on? I don't know. playing for Australia, apparently, Asian Nations Cup. So it's some kind of qualifying going on for these players. But we got Ikem, who has been our starting goalkeeper. But you know what? Lonergan's been playing really well. Lonergan has played a significant number of the games recently, and he's played extremely well. So we're not missing Ikem that much. Bailey Wright, one of our starting central defenders, but we have other guys of his caliber, so we're not that concerned about him. Akpom gives us a little less firepower coming off the bench, but you know what? We've got Noah Diko, and he's a serviceable dude. He's scored goals for us in the past. He's scored in big games. He scored in this cup, so he was one of the leading scorers in this cup in the early rounds. So we're okay there. Big problem, or at least the biggest problem, is Saiz out. He's playing for Morocco, probably also in that Asian Cup. Yep, African Cup qualifier. Oh, not Asian, African. Morocco, yes. Morocco is in Africa. I'm an idiot. But yeah, so there's qualifying going on, and some of our players are out. But that's not necessarily the biggest loss. We had a big loss that was actually a financial boom to the club, or boon, I guess. Look at this. Our transfer budget is now up to 13 million. As you can see, our overall balance rocketed up to 25 million. That's because we had a little bit of an unscheduled transfer, and that was Dominic Iorfa, our talented right fullback, has been signed not just by anybody, but by West Ham, the team that we're trying to fight for the first place in the league. They went and bought one of our best players to add to their roster. That's very disheartening. But it's 13.5 million. It could grow to as much as 20.5 million. And basically what happened is I turned them down a couple of times, West Ham. I turned them down for like an 8 million, a 10 million, a 12 million. But then the chairman came in and approved this deal out from underneath me, 13.5 million. So yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. Tried to argue with the chairman, tried to say, hey, you know, we're trying to win this league and get promoted, and you're undercutting me. And he's like, nah, it's too good. It's too much money. You know, so that's that. Yorfa is out, but I guess on the positive side, that now settles things for Ben Marshall. Ben Marshall is now our starting right fullback. You know, he's been just itching for playing time. He's been fighting and scrapping for playing time. And you know what? He's looking pretty good. Look at all his stats. They're all going up. He's motivated. So he's going to be our starter going forward. And, you know, he's not that much worse than Yorfa. Yorfa just was playing so well that it was hard to get him out of the lineup. But Marshall has some talent. He's normally a winger, but he's serviceable at the fullback position. You know, he's got pretty good tackling. His marking is not that great. His jumping is okay. Heading, not great. But you know what? For the way we play attacking with our fullbacks. He's a fine attacking fullback. So, with all the players that we've lost, with all the players that are out, our depth is still pretty strong. Now, the guys underneath that are a step below. You know, guys like Rob Hunt, Jonas Groner, not quite up to the stature of the guys that now have to move into starting positions. And, of course, again, like I mentioned in the previous EFL Cup, our weak point here is Akil Rahman. But you know what? The 19-year-old, he played very well in our last EFL Cup game. He had like something like a 7.9 rating. Somewhere around there. It was really good. We gave him a rest. We gave him a week off, and his stats have recovered somewhat. They're starting to go back up, but he is still a young player. He is still kind of hit that wall. But we just need him for one more game here. And, you know, he's getting good experience. That's all you can hope for with young players. Now, the transfer window is open, so we got some room to make moves. We got some money to make moves, but I don't really know who's out there, who's available that would be worth the money. There's no need for us to go out and buy crazy players. So I definitely want to wait for the right deal to come along. I guess that's what we need to talk about. Oh, yeah, I guess we should look at the competitions here. With this tremendous run we've gone on, we have rocketed up to second place in the league, automatic promotion, and we've even separated ourselves a little bit from Sheffield Wednesday. You know, we're 7 points ahead of them. We're only 6 points back of West Ham. So we've just been like this little engine that could just rolling forward, starting to steamroll towards the end of the season. And I think West Ham was maybe a little bit, maybe they're a little bit intimidated. They're like, we got to do something to slow the roll of these Wolves, or else they're going to wrest the championship from us. So let's buy one of their most important players out from underneath them. And they did that, but you know what? We're going to try to keep rolling on in the league. But before we do that, we got to see if we can, see if we can stand up to the might of Arsenal. And here we are. Looks like they got the old 4-2-3-1. This seems to be a very popular formation with a lot of very good teams, because they're able to pay lots of money for high-profile wingers. And, it's not my favorite formation. Doesn't usually work very well for me, but you know what? Doesn't matter. You know what we're playing. There's no question about what we're playing. We're playing the Diamond. That is our stock and trade. And you saw the lineup earlier. This is it. Lonergan in goal, Marshall and Garbutt. People have been trying to buy Garbutt away from us, but we refused those deals as well, so that's fine. Bath and Ebanks Landell. Landell, who's been playing lights out, so we got no problems with him. Look at his determination, 18 determination. He's just, one of those solid players who just keeps getting in the lineup and keeps performing well. So no problems there. Our team captain, Danny Bath, as well. Rahman, Cody, McGinn, and Walker. Pretty much our starting midfield is there, other than Rahman, of course. And then our starting strikers, Gantz and Diamantakos. Both of them playing outstanding as well. So, we're feeling good. We're looking good. It's time to play this dang old game. First leg of 2. We're at home. So the tendency is to be a little more aggressive at home, but I'm still going to do what's got us here, which is starting out in the counterattack and then moving to the control game and see how that works. Now, it's come back to bite us against some teams where they've gotten the lead on us early. They've broken through our counterattack because we kept turning the ball over too much. But, I don't necessarily know how Arsenal plays. It doesn't look like they're going to play very defensive. So I assume they're going to come at us, and we're going to be able to hit them on the counterattack, hopefully. But if not, we'll switch to our control game. Let's see. Eric Wallace from The Guardian, in this tunnel interview, an enthusiastically indifferent sideline reporter asks, your team today has been heavily impacted by international call-ups. How do you see this affecting the match? We've got good depth, so we look at it positively. It's an opportunity for some of these players to step up and make an impression. That's good. It's been reported that President Guang Shango had sold Dominic Yorfa without even consulting you. How do you feel about losing him in this manner? Let's see. I don't really want to call out our ownership. Certainly doesn't make things easy. It's ridiculous. We can't be expected to perform. It's in the past. I'm not going to dwell on it. I would rather not talk about that. Let's see. There's been a fair bit of speculation recently concerning Danny Bath's contract. I don't know what this is all about. His contract doesn't run out until 2020, which is a whole year and a half. It's like his contract runs out, I think, June 2020, and right now it's January 2019. So, he's got a long time left on his contract. So, he's just as likely to sign a new deal as he is to leave now. I wouldn't rule anything out at this stage. There's certainly room for discussion, but nothing of note has occurred so far. That's pretty accurate right there. There's no need. He's got a year and a half left on his contract. We're all good. I mean, we'll sign him at the end of this season, no doubt. But maybe that's not how you do things in the English Premier League. I mean, that's what I usually do for the MLS. Wait till the last year of their contract and then re-sign them. So maybe Maybe they want a little bit more security than that here in the English leagues, but we'll see. We'll see. And it doesn't really matter if you can get sold out from underneath you at any moment. Freaking guys. All right, let's see. Apply the advice to the teams. So I don't know how many of these guys we should actually close down on, or if we should at all, but I mean, that's what we're going to do. That's how I play defense. What's happened here? Hello. I don't care about Theo Walcott. As magnificent of a player as he may or may not be, I'm not curious. He's just a number on a jersey to me. All right, anybody else? Looks like Johnny. Looks like their fullbacks are also coming forward. So that's going to make it difficult. It's always difficult in this formation when the fullbacks rush forwards because, you know, they double up the attackers on the wing, and it's hard to defend all of that because basically, you know, we have our fullbacks out here will cover one man, and then our defensive midfielder will peel over to cover a second man, but the defensive midfielder can't be on both sides of the pitch. So it's difficult to cover all of that space with the diamond formation. That's one of the drawbacks of the diamond formation. But one of the few drawbacks, in my opinion. All right, we've been on a good run lately, so go out there and impress me. Nobody really cared about that. So again, look at the instructions real quick. We are going counterattack, our regular formation. We're not changing anything. We're not going crazy. This is how we do it. We're going to see if Arsenal can compete. So there we are, packed house at Molineux. Look at all the gold and black and white. The Wolves are well represented here. Kickoff. I always think of Arsenal as red for some reason. I don't know what I think about these gray jerseys. Nice interception by Marshall. Running downfield, using those winger skills, gets stolen. But that's fine. That's fine. That was a good attempt, good attack. Keep them on their toes. Nice interception. All right, here we go. Throw in. Garbett on the near side to McGinn. McGinn heads it forward to Gantz. Gantz has it to Cody at the semicircle. He likes those long shots. Oh, Ospina had to make a rough save there. That was a rocket shot. We're looking good right now. Here is McGinn on the far side. Corner kick. Sends it low to Bath. Bath. Goal. That's what I'm talking about. Early lead. Boys, here we go. Arsenal's not ready for the counterattack. They weren't prepared for these young Wolves. Look at Bath using that, leaping. Their defense was standing there. A couple of tiny guys on the back line. No hope to stop the rampaging captain. All right, here they are. Throw in, near side. Here comes Arsenal. Hitching up to Walcott. Back to Xhaka. With the shot, Lonergan equal to the task. Deflects it out of touch for a corner. And here we go, another highlight. Williams on the corner on the near side. Lofts it high in the air. Lonergan snatches it off the head of one of the Arsenal players. Looking solid right now. 10 minutes into the match. Things are already going very well. Danny Bath with a huge rating there at 7.4. Here's Arsenal now on our side of the pitch. Williams has it on the far side, looking to beat our right defender. He does, but Bath is there to clean up the trash. Otto tries to send it forward. Walker has it. Now we're on the counter-attack. Diamantaco's up to Gantz. Gantz beats the defense. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Oh, what a tackle from Johansson. That was risky, but it paid off. That was going to be a goal. All right, far side, McGinn with the corner. This time Johansson isn't leaving anything up to chance. He heads it out of there. Garbett, though, regains possession back to McGinn. McGinn centers. Headed out by Arsenal. But Rahman is there to save it, maybe. Yes, McGinn has it. Centers to Walker. Walker wide open. Takes the shot. Goal! Listen to that crowd, ladies and gentlemen. We are killing it. McGinn to Walker. The Scotsman just rifles it past the goalkeeper. Excellent, excellent shot. I mean, what can you say? Is this a Premier League quality team? or what? I mean, the Wolves, we're heading. This is promotion season, no doubt about it. Look at those ratings. Danny Bath with a 7.5. All right, here we are. Garbett on the near side with the throw into Rahman. McGinn forward to Walker. Centers to Cody. Cody's got some space up to Gantz. Gantz surveys the field to McGinn. McGinn gets it out wide to Garbett. We got a chance here. Garbett looking for the cross. Ooh, not a great cross, but Ospina sort of just taps it out of touch for a corner kick on the near side. Here we go. It is Walker this time taking the corner. Lofts it high in the air. Oof, Garbett gets a head on it but sends it wide. We're killing them on these corners. I don't know what their deal is. But here's Ospina with the goal kick. Sends it up Garbett. Heads it, Otto gathers it in for Arsenal. Down the sideline to Walcott. Walcott is free in the backfield with the cross. There's Ebanks Landell with the clearance. Excellent play there. Zaka gets it stolen from Garbett. Arsenal's trying to turn on the pressure right now, but our counterattack is still there. It's still waiting in the wings for these boys. Walcott has it now. Centers to Benekar. Fires a rifle shot, but Lonergan is up to the task yet again. Lonergan has been huge in the last few games. I mean, he's been making some serious saves. He's an old man now, but he still has those reflexes. There we go. There's Bath heading it out. Walcott has it again for Arsenal. Centering pass goes off the back of one of the Arsenal players. Diamantacos starts the counterattack. Gets it to Gantz. Gantz all alone up there. One versus the entire Arsenal team, but he beats one man. Centers it. Cody back to Rahman. Rahman looking for support to McGinn. McGinn gets it to Cody. Cody forward to Gantz. Gantz open. Shot off the corner of the post. Almost deflects back in. One of the Arsenal defenders has to clear it. I don't think they know what to do right now. They're kind of shell-shocked a little bit. Arsenal down 2-0. 37 minutes gone in the half. Here we are, throw in near side by Garbett on the Arsenal side of the field. Rahman sends it back to Bath to Ebanks Landell to reset the offense here. Forward to Marshall. Looking, scanning. He gets the ball stolen, but he gets it back. Centers to Walker. Walker surveying the field back to Cody. McGinn is wide open. McGinn has Garbett on the near side. Open centering pass. McGinn just fires it wide. Not the greatest centering pass ever, and McGinn took a wild shot. Now, Garbett suffered a facial injury. We'll ignore that. Here's Arsenal now. Rahman steals the ball. Walker gathers the rebound. Walker starting the counterattack. Gets it up to McGinn. McGinn fires it to Gantz. The Arsenal defense is starting to stay back now, but Diamantacos to McGinn. McGinn forward to Garbett. Garbett fires a shot. Oof. Boy, the counterattack is just catching these boys for sure. They want to come forward. They're 2 goals down. They want to get that goal, but it's just not happening for them. Garbett gets the steal of his life. He sort of stuns the Arsenal player into a stupefaction there. Gets the ball to Rahman. He tries to start the counterattack. A little bit too aggressive there. Here we are, Arsenal trying to get a goal before halftime. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Oof. Hitchin should have scored there. The goal was wide open, and he just missed it. That could have changed things. That could have been a huge momentum shift, but he misses it. Arsenal has been on their heels all half, and they didn't do anything to fix that. So here we go. We look at our attacking players. McGinn, Walker are two advanced, well, not advanced, but our 2 playmakers in the midfield are playing exceptionally well. 8.6 for McGinn, 8.2 rating for Walker. And then on the back line, Danny Bath, the captain, 8.1. So, our key players are stepping up in the key moments. All right, overall pep talk, passionately. I'm very happy. Keep things up. Now, we've got their defense reeling, and they're back on their heels. So I think we'll try our control game a little bit. See if we can waste some time and, keep control of the ball and see what happens. So here we go. Walker to Cody. Cody up to Diamantacos starting the second half. Gonna play a bit of the triangle here. Walker tries to get it outside to guard, but the long pass is intercepted. So there ends the first highlight. Now here is Arsenal on the near side with the throw in. Welbeck has it, dribbling in, looks for what is that name? Bleak? Belk? I don't know. Williams gets it into Welbeck. Welbeck looking to center it, but Cody is there with the steal. Arsenal manages to retain possession, but Benneker just fires it out of bounds. Well, I mean, that was an attempted shot. It went over the net. But hey, what are you going to say? Benneker needs to be closed down on the edge of the box. All right, we'll do that. Here we are. Let's see. Arsenal on the attack. All right, they've gotten too many highlights, so we're going to go back to the counter attack. Here they are centering past the ball. Ugh, that was awful. That was awful. Defense just kind of stood there. Blake, Bielk. I can't see if that's an I or an L. But anyway, our defense just kind of stood there. Our goalkeeper was looking for the ball elsewhere, and it deflected off somebody, and then right to Bielk. And he gets the goal. It's still 2-1. We're still up, so things are still going well. There's Lonergan with the kick, sending it deep. Garbett settles it down to McGinn, and Cody looking to advance the ball. Downfield for Gantz. No good there, but Cody chases it down. Marshall has it now on the near sideline. Centers to Walker. Walker back out to Marshall. Marshall heads it to himself. Cross. What a cross. What a save by the goalkeeper. Gantz. I mean, Gantz got a perfect header on that. Looked like it was going to go right in the top shelf. Goalkeeper got a finger on it, kept it out. Here's Marshall with a long throw on the near sideline. Garbett has it now, chases it down, looking to make a play. He just fires it. Goalkeeper Ospina has to make another save. This guy is under fire right now. Looks like counterattack is the way to go. Here's Garbett now on the far side with the corner kick. Sends it high in the air. Ospina grabs it out of the sky before Ebanks Landell could get there. Garbett's a little bit tired. Oh boy, here's a free kick. Williams sends it into the wall. Ball is bouncing around. Garbett manages to clear it to the far sideline out of touch. So Arsenal, they're not going away. They're still trying. Garbett is a little bit tired, but we're going to keep him in there. Here's McGinn. Sends it forward. Oh boy, the ball pinballs around and goes out of touch. That was an excellent opportunity, but we didn't take advantage of it. Garbett is tired and slowing down. We got 72 minutes. We're probably going to have to sub him out soon. I was going to say shortly, but I don't know if that made a lot of sense. But anyway, soon we're going to have to sub him out. He's guarding Welbeck right now on that far sideline. There's Bleak to Welbeck. I still have no idea how to pronounce that guy's name. Benneker has it. Blelk. Benneker. Stop passing to that dude. I don't want to pronounce his name. Here's Dunton. That's a new name. They're just messing around here. Here's Otto now coming up from his fullback position. Oh, Lonergan. Boy, that was a good save. All right. We're going to make that substitution because Garbett didn't really do much to stop that cross. So we're going to bring in... I'm not going to bring in Tanser. You know, his tackling is all right. Marking is all right. Is he different than Hunt? His marking is actually a little bit better than Hunt. So maybe we'll bring in Tanser, and we'll switch him to the defensive fullback role that he prefers. He's 24 years old. He's not a guy who's played a lot for us, but he's got some interesting skills. You know, he's got some strength. He's got some crossing that's halfway decent, free kick taking. And again, passing is okay. Marking and tackling, not stellar by any means, but sort of minimal acceptable stats there. So he can play the defensive fullback role, and that's fine. We'll confirm that and see how that works. Here's Lonergan now. He's going to make the goal kick. It's hard to substitute a guy with a 7.1 rating, but sometimes you got to do it just for fatigue reasons. All right, here we go. 85 minutes down. Here's Arsenal throw-in on the near side. Intercepted by Rahman, gets it up to Diamantakos to Gantz, starting the counterattack. Can he get it forward? He gets past one man. Drops it back for Rahman. Rahman looking for support. McGinn out wide to Marshall on the near side. Marshall wide open. Can't get past a man, though. Centers it back to Cody to McGinn. McGinn out wide to Marshall. Marshall has the angle. Can he get the cross? Sends it back to McGinn. Oof. Ospina is right there with the confident save on that shot from McGinn. McGinn is looking awful tired as well, but we're down to 2 minutes of stoppage time to go. Ebanks Landell heads the ball out. Benneker has it. Here's Otto now on the far sideline. Arsenal trying to mount one last furious attack. Otto's out there. He centers it. Cody is there to save it, to intercept that pass. Just booted out of touch on the far side. 1 minute of stoppage time down. 1 minute left. Here's Otto on the far side with a throw-in. Intercepted by Tanser. Our substitute sends it downfield. Johansson intercepts it, but he heads it straight to Marshall, who's on the run. Marshall, can he boot it forward? He is not looking. He drops it back to Cody. To McGinn, they're going to reset the offense here. McGinn looking. His pass is intercepted by Dunton. 30 seconds left. Arsenal has to make a desperate heave downfield. Bath is there to intercept, though. Welbeck gathers it in for Arsenal. Back to Otto. They're wasting precious seconds. 15 seconds left to go. Benneker has it at midfield. Sends it down. Marshall, though, intercepts from that right fullback position. Dribbles it forward. Gets it to Rahman. Rahman back to Marshall. They're sort of wasting time here. Arsenal's not pressing forward. They're going to take their one away goal and go home. So there we are. Excellent, outstanding 2-1 victory over Arsenal. There's not a lot to say about that victory other than passionately, I'm proud of your performance. All right, everybody's delighted with that. Let's go to the post-match analysis. The counterattack dominated that game for sure. You know, if we hadn't switched to the control game, maybe they wouldn't get that goal. But after we switched back to the counterattack, it was business as usual. So that was outstanding. Let's take a look at the analysis. Marshall ran 8.8 miles, good man. 16 interceptions from Danny Bath. 10 interceptions from Rahman, very good game. 2 assists and player of the match to McGinn. Again, high 80% passing from our midfield. Gantz, again, didn't play very well. Had 0 chances. But, you know, we got 2 goals. So that's fine. Take a look at the stats. You can see John McGinn, 2 assists. Walker and Bath with the interesting goals. Bath was on the set piece, and Walker was just a rifle shot from distance. So, you know, good game, good ratings. Bath with an 8.5 rating, but he couldn't beat out McGinn with the 9.0 rating. So it was an outstanding game. You know, the rest of our team was fairly adequate. 6.9s. You know, the midfield played exceptionally well. Rahman, again, with a 7.0 rating in an EFL Cup game against a Premier League team. So, you know, this young player, he steps up in big games, and that's important. So we're going to keep him around for sure, even though, you know, his potential is a little bit nebulous right now. He's looking like a 2.5-star guy, but he's playing like the guy with 4.5-star potential. So I don't know. I don't know how far this guy could go. He's got dark potential of up to 3.5 stars. So if he reaches that, if he reaches 3.5 stars, that's a pretty good reserve at the Premier League level. Well, maybe not a pretty good reserve, but it's a capable reserve at the Premier League level, which we're heading towards. So we'll see. Maybe his rating will change as well. Because what I found is that the star rating changes based on the competition that you're playing in. So his ratings might go up once we reach the Premier League. I don't know. Or they might go down. We'll see. But anyway, that's the match. I guess we'll have to come back with the second leg pretty soon. Maybe we'll come back with that the same day. You know, like this video's going out on Sunday morning, so maybe Sunday afternoon we'll release the next one. I don't want to have to wait till next weekend, right? So, anyway, that's it for now. We'll come back with the next leg, and until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.